The 19th edition of the Ironman African Championships is well underway in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. The race has a big international contingent, making up 40% of the entries. Let's now cross back to Kim Daniels for the latest. A very good morning to Kim. What's happening?
Good morning. As you can hear, it's quite loud here behind me. I mean, there's over 1,500 athletes partaking in this championships. And I mean, with each athlete comes a mom and dad, a husband, a wife, grannies, grandpas, kids. So, I mean, everyone's out here to support their person. We are standing outside the bike transition now, where the athletes who have finished their swim leg have run out, run into the transition to get changed into their bike here and take on that 180-kilometer cycle, which was 2 loops of 90 kilometers along the coastline of Gqeberha. The first man came out of the water in about 47 minutes, which is quite fast. That was Joshua from Australia. He has slagged a bit behind at the 38.5 kilometer mark, where two-time runner-up here in Gqeberha, Cameron Wolf, has now taken the lead. Local boy Maddie Troutman is currently in 5th place. If you look at the woman, the first lady out of the water was Martha Sanchez. She's from Spain, and she's still holding a strong lead on the bike. Favorite to win this competition, Daniela Rife, is currently lying 3rd. So she is still in good contention to win, that 3rd title here in Gqeberha, and as well, to end off her career on a high here in the friendly city. The weather is holding up quite nicely. It is the windy city, but the wind is behaving at about 15 kilometers per hour. Last year, the conditions weren't too favorable. The ocean swim leg of the race was cut short due to these conditions that were so bad. But luckily this year around, we got a full 3.8 kilometer swim. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting day. The first men are expected across that finish line around 2:30 this afternoon, but times are going quite quickly, so I do believe that it'll be far quicker, maybe an hour quicker. As we also understand, there's also 70.3 race, which is a half Ironman, also taking place here. So I mean, a lot of racing here in PE, a lot of spectators, a lot of fun, and it's said to be a good day.
And in terms of the weather, we've seen in previous races that the weather has been unfavorable. So how's the weather looking like? Is it favorable for the athletes?
Yeah, well, like I said, Gqeberha is the windy city, and it's a lot better this year than last year. The wind isn't too bad at the moment. Last year, conditions were quite bad. They had to cut the swim leg of that race a lot shorter. But this year, it seems to be holding up quite nicely. The temperature is about 23 degrees today, overcast, which is good, no sun. The wind seems to be behaving for now, but cycling along that coastline, that headstrong wind, can get quite hectic. But I mean, these are seasoned athletes. They've been training for this all their lives, and I'm sure the scores will be in their favor today.